All right, for IXL B6, evaluate numerical expressions involving rational numbers. Now we have a ton of stuff going on here in the problem. We have a ton of stuff. So what we have to do is still follow order of operations, PEMDAS. Okay, remember PEMDAS, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. So in this problem, I have 3/5 divided by 1/3 times 1. Julie, what's the first thing I need to do when following order of operations?
Like with this equation,
Yeah, what's the first thing?
multiplication.
And Julie, I kind of had a feeling you would do that. Remember, with order of operations, do you see the M and the D?
Oh, right. So division.
Yeah, these two are kind of like whichever one comes first when working from left to right. So what I need to do is my division first. So I'm going to go ahead and do 3/5. And when you divide by a fraction, we multiply by the what, Allie?
Isn't it? We multiplied by.
It starts with an R.
Forget.
Starts with an R, rhymes with reciprocal.
Yeah, that.
Yeah, what is the
I
reciprocal?
don't know. Isn't it when you flip the numbers?
Yeah.
Some the denominator is the numerator, and the numerator is the denominator.
Yeah. So what is 3/5 times 3/1, Allie?
So then it'd be. So you have to do the bottom, the denominators, and the denominator would be 5.
Yeah. And what's the top?
Don't you have to do the other 3 by 5?
Well, is
Or
it
times
3
that
times
by
3?
That's 9.
9. So back to Julie. The first step was to do the division part, which was 3/5 divided by 1/3. That became 3/5 times 3/1 because we had to flip that. And that's 9/5. So this problem is really asking you, what is 9/5 times 1? Julie, what's 9/5 times 1?
I think it's 9/5.
Awesome. Mike. Mike, when doing order of operations,
I can't wait.
what's the first thing I need to do?
Subtract
What did you say?
and divide.
Divide. So when I divide that 3/5 by 1/2, I need to, as Ellie said, multiply by the reciprocal. So Mike, what is 3/5 times 2/1?
6/5.
6/5. So I'm really asking you, what is 6/5 minus 1? John, do you know how to do that?
6/5 over 1.
Yeah, do you know how to do 6/5 minus 1?
Wouldn't that just be 1 minus 1, or would that be?
It's not quite 1 minus 1.
I guess I don't I don't know. No.
Okay, do you have a calculator?
I have my phone, I guess.
Ooh, that one's gonna be a rough one. All right, well, let's see. So up here, we can do 6/5, right? See how I typed it
Yeah.
in?
Yeah.
Do you see how it says 6/5 is 1.2
Yeah.
minus 1? What do I get?
Oh, or 0.2. So 1.
Now, why did it say it was incorrect?
Because
Well,
it wasn't in.
It wasn't a fraction. So what we have to do here is when we type these in, like up here, okay, I need
Yeah.
it as a fraction. Now, this is nice because it gives me a decimal, but do you see why it's important we have a calculator? Because we have the right answer. Watch. 1/5 is 0.2. But when you start with fractions, it wants you to keep it as a fraction.
Yeah.
Okay?
All right.
So do you have a calculator that
I
can
do.
make fractions?
Yeah, I think I have one upstairs.
All
in
right,
my room.
why don't we go get one?
All
And
right.
why doesn't everybody take 10 seconds and get a calculator? Because we're going to be here a long time today if we're trying to do these things with like the web browser calculator. Grace, do you have a calculator?
Yes.
All right. Now, while we're waiting for John to come back, let's do this one, Grace. What operation do I do first?
I would say
Do we do the addition or multiplication?
multiplication first.
Very good. So what is 1 times 0.8?
Zero 0.8.
And what's 0.8 plus 0.1?
Zero 0.9.
Awesome. All right. So